Hi guys, welcome to Goalkeeping Coach Secrets. Apologies if I'm a bit sweaty. I've actually just come off the training field and thought I'd shoot this quick video. Now, if you're a goalkeeping coach who's completely fed up coaching at a soccer club and you're looking to start your own goalkeeping academy, or you're looking to increase and improve your goalkeeping academy if you've already got one, you've definitely come to the right place. In a moment, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to send you through to a free training video that will show you all the secrets that myself and Just for Keepers have used for nearly 20 years now, and how we've dominated the goalkeeping coaching market in 30 plus countries now. Now please don't worry, this free video is not about trying to recruit you as a goalkeeping coach to join Just for Keepers, even though I think it'd be a fantastic idea for you to do that. What we're actually doing in this free video is giving away our secrets on how, as I say, on how to build a very successful goalkeeping academy. So if you're just getting going, this will save you 2 years of your time, period. Okay, now you might be thinking, right, why are you giving away all your secrets in Just for Keepers? Now there's a method to my madness why I am doing that, I'll be honest with you, but you're under no obligation whatsoever to take my method in the madness, if that makes sense. If you just want to watch the free video, take all the free content and implement it into your goalkeeping schools, it will save you 2 years of your time. Okay, yeah, as I say. So again, please, this is not about trying to recruit goalkeepers, goalkeeper coaches for Just for Keepers. This is purely giving away free content on basically our secrets why Just for Keepers has been such a successful goalkeeping academy for nearly 20 years now. Also, you might be thinking, what's that above there where it says Ray Newland Sportspreneurs? Well, over the past 10 years plus, I've been helping sports entrepreneurs, hence the reason sportspreneurs, whether they've been a basketball coach, a martial arts coach, even jockeys. I've helped numerous coaches or sportspreneurs develop big coaching businesses. Okay, so don't worry, all the content will be purely about soccer and goalkeeping. However, I do house all my videos in my Sportpreneurs website, if that makes sense. Okay, so again, if you're looking to start your own goalkeeping academy, just honestly, you'll really enjoy the free video program that I put on. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you in the inside. Hi guys, it's Ray here. Hope you're fitting well, and I hope you enjoyed the introductory video. But now into the real stuff. This is my free training program showing you how to earn over 100,000 a year in your own sports soccer coaching business. Now on this slide you might see different sports. That's because over the years I've helped many different coaches, from tennis coaches, cricket coaches, rugby coaches, even jockeys, develop their sports coaching business. However, I would say probably 90% of the people that I help are either soccer coaches or goalkeeping coaches, because that's my background. But as I say, if you are looking to earn an income as a soccer coach, me personally, I think you've definitely got to watch this video, because I think it will be a life changer for yourself, especially if you're at the moment you're stuck coaching at a soccer club, and you're not earning the income that you deserve. You're working ridiculously long hours, and for the most part you're getting told what to do by, to be honest with you, idiots that don't understand soccer. You really need to watch this free training video, because it will be an eye-opener. So I'm guessing if you've come here, you either obviously just want to see what I've got to say, or you could be just generally feeling lost at the moment. You've come to a direction, you've come to a crossroads in your soccer coaching life. Whether or not you decide to continue with your current soccer coach, whether you continue to go and get your keep getting the highest qualification you can, and to coach at the highest levels that you want to possibly go to, which I think is a waste of time, which I'll explain in a moment for most people, or whether or not you are thinking about having your own soccer coach or goalkeeping coach business. So whatever direction you're thinking at the moment, especially if you're thinking about starting your own soccer coach business and you're having your own soccer academy, 1,000,000% you have come to the right place, because not only have I made millions of dollars as a soccer coach over the years, I've helped hundreds, probably thousands now, of other coaches over the past 20 years also create more than a six-figure income for themselves and their families. Also, what I want to state as well, even though I'm quoting money here, I've actually not done it. My priority, my focus has never been the money. My focus has always been to help my students first. But there's an amazing saying: if you help enough people get what they want first, you will eventually get what you want. But I've just generally, put my heart and soul into helping my students achieve their dreams, and as a result, I've just got paid very, very well for getting the results for my students. So even though I'm going to be speaking about earning a lot of money in this free training video, please don't think that money is my motivator. It's actually way down the list. But it's funny, all the coaches that I've helped over the years, the coaches that put money first very, very rarely earn a big income. The coaches that put their students first, they're the ones that go on and have huge success. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to obviously now go through how I developed over 100,000 grand per year in my own sports coaching business. And more importantly, I'm going to show how you can do that, because I'm going to give you my free secrets that's helped me become a success. Now, if you're a soccer coach at the moment and you are coaching at a soccer club, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you need to be very concerned at the moment, because what's happening now, and you've probably seen this yourself, there's more and more soccer coaches now coming onto the scene, and and there's less and less soccer clubs now, because there's more and more children are opting to stay in the house and play on video games, which means obviously there's less players, which means there's less teams. Also, there's a lot of cities now, any green space that they see, they're now putting housing estates on. So obviously there's a lot of soccer fields getting lost to housing developments. So what's happening now is there's less and less clubs, which means there's less and less coaching opportunities. And every single week, there's more and more coaches are getting qualified to become coaches. So the competition is getting more, and the vacancies at soccer clubs are getting less and less. And that's why now you probably hear horror stories now of soccer coaches who might have been on $20,000 a year, for example, with their soccer club, and then all of a sudden, they've been asked to have a pay cut for $7,000 or $8,000. And the reason why that is because another coach has come along and basically said to the soccer club, hey, I want to get my feet under the table, I want to get experience as a soccer coach, I'm prepared to undercut your current soccer coach. And it's happening more and more now. So I really do believe if you're a soccer coach and you want to earn more than a full-time income, and you want to have a long career as a soccer coach, I think it's so important that you start your own soccer academy, even if it's alongside your current paid soccer coach role, because that will give you the security, even when someone does come along and decides to undercut you, and the soccer club says, hey, would you like to take a 50% pay cut? You say, nah, no thanks, because you've already got that income. The security of having your own soccer academy business, I can't even describe in words how important that is. Obviously, so what do I recommend? Like I've said, I recommend every soccer coach should start their own soccer academy business, even if it just starts off one evening a week, or maybe a Saturday or a Sunday morning. I recommend every soccer coach should have their own soccer academy. Now I know that you might be saying, hey Ray, that sounds fantastic, but I'm not an expert. I wasn't a professional soccer player. I've not got the top qualifications. From my experience of helping thousands of coaches, believe it or not, the higher your coaching qualifications, the less money that you will make, especially in your own soccer academy. The majority of the coaches who I've helped earn comfortably over a six-figure income, every one of them has just got their level 1 coaching certifications, because they've put more effort into building their business rather than paying stupid amounts of money to get the next qualification. Because the soccer coaches that know the secrets in terms of having your own soccer academy, to be honest with you, they don't waste their time getting the high qualifications. And also as well, if you're a soccer coach that's struggling, you probably know that the top soccer coaching jobs, 99% of the time, don't go to the right people. They don't go to the deserved coaches that have put the time and effort in. The top coaching roles normally goes for someone that's got a friend of a friend at the soccer organisation. And we all know, for the most part, the coaches that are coaching at the highest level, they're not there by their coaching abilities for the most part. As I say, they're there because it's jobs for the boys or jobs for the girls. So again, as I say, don't worry about having like the top qualification, because if you want to have your own soccer academy, honestly, that is the last on its list. That you need to have. I mean, I say I've built my business now which I'll explain now, in 30 or 30 plus countries. Even though that I've got my UEFA B certification, I got invited to do my UEFA A. It just wasn't worth my time, and not once have I ever promoted myself having a UEFA B. So whenever I do my promotions, etc., I don't bother saying, hey, I'm a UEFA B, because there's much more important things to worry about. So don't worry if you're not an expert, or you think you're not an expert, because actually that can actually go in your favour. Not being an expert, you've just got to have the passion. Seriously, if you've got the passion for soccer, you've got the enthusiasm, you've got a good way about yourself, you understand the art of people skills, which I'll explain shortly. You can do much better than a coach that has got that much higher qualifications to yourself. And I would say, without fail, all the coaches that I've helped over the years, I'm talking thousands of coaches, 99% of the coaches that who go on to be a big success, they have their level 1 or maybe level 2 qualifications. The ones that got their level 3s and level 4s, it's very rare they have success. They end up going coaching at a soccer club for the mediocre income. So before I obviously tell you my 3 secrets, let me tell you a bit about myself. There I am there in the blue goalkeeping jersey. I was a professional goalkeeper. Now, if you're an outfield soccer player, please don't switch off, okay? Because what I teach is transparent. Not only have I took my goalkeeping schools into 31 countries, I also took an outfielder school into 5 countries as well. Because what I teach, it's transparent. You can use as a soccer coach and also a goalkeeper coach. So I achieved my dreams quite early on. I always wanted to become a professional goalkeeper, and there I am, living my dream, looking a lot lighter in weight than what I am now, and having a lot more hair than what I've got now. This is one of my favourite photographs, to be honest with you, because you can see in my face, I'm like, wow, I cannot believe I'm living my dream. And it's a pity really, because the photograph, there was actually about 20,000 people at that game. It was Plymouth Argyle versus Swansea City, which is like a derby game. But all you can see behind is the police, and they were actually separating the crowd at the time. But there I was living my dream, just 20 years of age, thought I had the world at my feet, and then bang, a training ground injury. I lost everything within 1 second. So I was a professional goalkeeper for about 10 years. But unfortunately for me, when I played, I was just on a decent wage. I wasn't on the income that the players get now. So I went from living my dream, having my dream job, to being injured, to being broke, living in rented accommodation, and not having 1 penny in the bank. So it was safe to say my life was in turmoil, and I went from being a hero very quickly to being a zero. So for nearly 12 months, I just wondered what I wanted to do. I had to get a dead-end job because, as I say, my injury was that bad, and and at the time when I played, it wasn't like now where you've got all insurance. You've got like insurance. Like the soccer club looks after you with insurance. When I played many years ago, once you were injured, that's it. You were thrown on the scrappy. So for 12 months, I ended up packing blood for a living, which wasn't exciting. And I was just thinking, what am I going to do next with my life? I always knew that I would have my own business. And then it dawned on me one day, I just love coaching soccer. I love coaching goalkeeping. Every professional soccer club that I professionally played for, I voluntarily coached all the goalkeepers and the outfielders as well at the academy. So I thought, you know what, my new niche now, I want to become a soccer coach. I want to become a goalkeeping coach. And again, it was just all about following my passion. So I thought, right, that's it, great. I'm going to be a soccer coach. I'll get out of my dead-end job. I'll be earning a fortune pretty quickly, but I made every mistake under the sun. Like most people, like most coaches, obviously, I have got a bit of an ego, like most coaches, because I think you've got to have a bit of an ego, but without arrogance, if that makes sense. But sometimes having an ego can stop you making an income, and I never really listened to people, that wanted to help me. I had friends who were businessmen and businesswomen, and because they weren't into soccer, I was like, well, what are you going to do to teach me? You don't understand soccer. You're only a business person. So unfortunately for me, I made every mistake under the sun because I didn't listen. So I definitely did it the Thomas and Edison way. I failed my way to success. And then it dawned on me one day, I was thinking, why aren't I having this success? Because I said it was nearly 2 years before I was making any money. And then I realized I had to have the common sense to invest in my education. You see, to become a professional goalkeeper, it took me about 5 years. So I started wanting to become a professional goalkeeper at the age of about 13 or 14 years of age. So I started on my quest to become a better goalkeeper. So I was training every single day. I was seeking out goalkeeping coaches. So I was actually getting educated to become a better goalkeeper. And eventually I got educated enough and I worked hard enough that I achieved my dream to become a professional goalkeeper. But for some reason, I didn't think that I had to educate myself and get advice from the right people to have success in my own soccer coaching business. So when I realised, okay, I need to get help and advice, I need to find my goalkeeping coach mentors, but in my new soccer coach business, if that makes sense. So I started reading all the books I could on success. I used to go to seminars. I paid a small fortune to be mentored by businessmen and businesswomen. And after struggling for 2 years, within 6 months, I quit my job. Within 18 months, I was earning about $2,000 per week. And I wasn't working no more than 20 hours per week for that. And I'm going back 15, 16 years ago. So $2,000 a week, 15, 16 years ago was a lot of money, like it still is today. So that was like, yeah, so that was, I started really making my main income about 15, 16 years ago. And like I'll show you in a moment, I've took my businesses now across 30 countries. I've helped thousands upon thousands of students achieve their dreams to become professional soccer players or gain college scholarships. I've helped hundreds, probably thousands of soccer coaches achieve their dream. So it's safe to say that I've walked my talk. So I went from being a zero again back to a hero. And my mission in this free training video is to help you become a hero in your own soccer coach, because what I did is I founded a company called Just for Keepers, which is, at the time of me talking, is the leading and largest goalkeeping schools in the world. I also took an outfielder business across into 5 countries as well. I had to put that to one side, to be honest with you, because I just got so big with Just for Keepers. However, I am looking to reignite the soccer coach business in the United States. So any soccer coaches who are interested to work with me, I am going to have some fantastic opportunities for soccer coaches that see the opportunity that I can offer. Now, before I mention that, I'm just going to now explain my 3 top secrets that has helped me become the main person in my sports niche for nearly 20 years now. And also as well, listen, I'm not going to be for everyone. I understand, it's like, even though that what I'm going to explain in this free training video, can help any coach make money, I understand that I'm not going to be for everybody. I've listened to similar training programs like this before, and even though that I knew the author and the speaker could have helped me earn another $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 per year, for whatever reason, I didn't resonate with them, so I never went any further. And I get that; that's fine, not a problem. I won't be offended. However, for the soccer coaches that do resonate with me, do understand what I'm saying, I can 1,000,000% give you the shortcut to success. So with the greatest respect, soccer coach, having your own soccer academy is a really, really competitive market now. If you're going to start and you are wet behind the ears, you've not got the experience, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to get your business off the ground. However, if you listen to the help and advice that I can offer, I don't care who is in your area, how established they are, how big their name is. 1,000,000% I can help you get your foot. I'm not saying that that you could beat. I'm not saying that you could overtake these established guys. You can. I've helped many people, many coaches comfortably overtake coaching organizations that have been well established. But one thing I will guarantee, if you listen and more importantly act on my advice, you will definitely get a foot in the market. Okay, so now you know obviously where I've come from. I've told you obviously a bit about the importance now. If you're a soccer coach, you need to start looking at having your own soccer academy, because honestly, I honestly think in 4 or 5 years' time, there's just going to be that many soccer coaches looking for those few jobs. The income is going to get less and less. So if you don't establish yourself now over the next few years as a soccer coach in your own academy, if you try to do that in 4 or 5 years' time, I'll be honest with you, you've got very, very little chance. It's competitive now. In 5 years' time, it's going to be 10 times worse. Okay, so now you know where I come from. As I say, now you know obviously what this training program's all about. Let's get this party started, and let me tell you about my secret number one. And this is so obvious. Most people don't do this. When you go into your own soccer business, you have to treat your soccer business like 100,000 grand per year business from day one. The problem with most soccer coaches is because, with the greatest respect, most of them are that used to earning maybe, 8, 10, 20, 30,000, $40,000 a year income. Because they're only used to a small income, they don't realize how much they can actually earn. So what happens is, as a result, what happens is they will go into their own soccer coaching business with a part-time attitude, with part-time thinking. And the problem is, if you go in with a part-time attitude and part-time thinking, you will earn a part-time income, full stop. So you've got to treat it like a business from day one. Now look, even if you could be stuck in a job, you could be stuck coaching for a soccer club, even though that you might have a job and you might only be able to put a few hours per week into your new soccer coaching business. You've still got to treat it like 100 grand a year business, because eventually it will become 100 grand a year business. So obviously you need to learn to prioritize your time. As I say, even if you start part-time, you've got to think full-time. It's so important. You have to think like an entrepreneur, seriously. And this is where obviously the people that I'm involved with, my network, we think and we talk like entrepreneurs. We don't talk like coaches, okay? And that leads me on to the next one. You have to watch your coach conversations. Now, don't get me wrong, we do speak about obviously the new techniques out. We do share our session plans with fellow coaches all over the world, because obviously it's important to do that. But what you got to be careful of, if you're hanging about with soccer coaches and all they're talking about is just coaching sessions after coaching sessions, the coaching sessions that they've seen on YouTube, which are normally naff, to be honest with you. You've got to be so careful, because if you're only speaking about session plans all the time, you're never going to be thinking, you're not going to be thinking high enough to be thinking like an entrepreneur, so you can turn your soccer coach business into a full-time income for yourself. So you've got to find a fine balance of finding a coach that, obviously speaks about session plans, but also talks about entrepreneurship and how you can take your soccer business, obviously, and earn more than a full-time income. And that's what happens, obviously, with my network. And that's my network. I can plug you into entrepreneurship with coaches, if that makes sense. So it's important that you speak to the right people. Also, as well, the reason why other coaches fail in their soccer coach business, they just don't take their business seriously. They go into it part-time thinking. Everything's half-hearted, and as I keep saying, it's just part-time thinking, because they're only used to having a low income as a coach. They go into their business thinking it's the same, not realizing that they can earn a good income. What you got to realize is your soccer coach business, it's your baby, okay? Yeah, and if you can just nurture your business like you would nurture a business, honestly, that will give you the best chance of success. So secret number one, okay, is treat your business like a big business from day one. You'll have much greater chance of success if you do that one secret. And as basic as it sounds, 95% of coaches don't do that. That's why 95% of coaches fail in their soccer coaching business. Secret number two, you need to have a website presence, okay? So important. Most soccer coaches think it's just about getting a web designer to make their website look sexy, have a good design, and that's enough. I'm sorry to say, you can have the best looking website in the world. You've got to become an authority in your area, okay? You're better off having a mediocre looking website and you become an authority in your area. Now, what I mean by being an authority is in people's eyes in your area. So in your state, for example, okay, you want people to, if they think about a soccer coach or a goalkeeping coach, your name comes first to mind, okay? You want to become the go-to person for coaches to ask for advice, for students to come to coach to you. You need your website, and honestly, your website is not about, hey, look, how good are my sessions? Okay, your website is one reason and one reason only, is to make you look the authority in your area or your state. So you might ask the question, how do you do that? You just do a ton of free content. You just make sure that your website has just got so much free content on there, from videos, from articles that you write, articles that you get from other people. Even though that you can use other people's articles, if people still see your name attached to that article or to that video, they will still associate you with that expertise, advice that you're giving, if that makes sense. So you want to be given so much free content as well. Also as well, you've got to be sharing everything on social media. Now, before you go, yeah, right, I do that anyway, 95% of coaches make the same massive mistake. What they will do is they'll do a session plan and they'll put it on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. And what you got to be so careful about here. This is why most coaches fail. They'll put something on Facebook. They might get 20 likes, 50 likes, 1,000 likes, whatever, however big the coach is, and think, wow, I've got a lot of likes. However, the next day, your information is lost, because once people have seen it that day and it goes further down your feed, that's it. It's very, very rare people are going to see that again. And also as well, you're giving all your content to the social media platforms, not for your own website. So what you've got to do, any content that you've got to put it on your website or your blog. Sometimes people call it a blog. So whether it's an article, whether it's a video, okay, you've got to put everything onto your website. Every bit of content you do must go on your website. And to me, everything, you should be videoing everything you do. Your session plans, if you've got something that springs to mind where you want to verbally give advice, again, you just get your iPhone or your laptop and just speak in front of the camera and give your advice. And just talk about your experiences and get that up onto the social media platforms, okay? Sorry, tell a lie. What you want to be doing, you want to be getting it onto your website, okay? Yeah. And then what you do then, once you've got your blogs or you've got your videos on your website, then you go into your social media. Then you go onto Facebook and Twitter and go, hey, listen, I've got a fantastic free tip for you here. This is how the top strikers score the goals. Or hey, this is how the best goalkeepers in the world save penalties. Click this link. And what you're doing then is you're using social media to drive people to your website, okay? And people will keep coming back to your website, and you keep all your content and value on your website, and then you're building your brand and building your authority, okay? Honestly, if you just do this tip alone, okay, it'd be worth it just for you to watch this video here today or tonight, okay? So drive people to your website, your blog. Don't just be putting stuff onto your social media, because after a day or two, okay, that information, it's worthless because it's lost in the feed. Secret number 3, 95% of coaches don't do this. As much as this is such a basic and easy thing to do, you've got to put your coaches first. You've got to put your customers first, okay? I'm afraid to say your sessions are not about you, okay? Now, we've all seen a lot of coaches, okay, and their session is about me. If you want to go into your own soccer coaching business and you think everything is about yourself, you will not last 5 minutes. I don't care if you've got the best qualifications in your country, whether you've played international or professional. If you think everything's about you, if you look in the mirror every day and see this, okay, because that's what a lot of coaches with egos do, you are going to fail pretty miserably. And I love this saying, okay, obviously ego versus knowledge. The more the knowledge, the less of the ego. The less of the knowledge, the more the ego. And again, we've all seen coaches where, They've got just an unbelievable arrogance and ego about them. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. It's good to have a bit of, you need to have a bit of an ego, but you've got to do it in the right way. But we've all seen coaches with such a horrible ego. Just people don't want to go near them. And the mistake coaches make, and I've seen this happening time and time again, coaches with a big ego, they're normally coaching at a soccer club, and they get the false reality, because what happens is their students have got to come back to their training week in, week out. It's not because they think they're a good coach. It's because it's the soccer club's coaching, and they've got to come back to their soccer club coaching. And these coaches with an ego think the students are coming back because they're a good coach, and that is so far away from the truth. The students are coming back because they've got to, because the mums and dads are paying the club, coaching fees, and the students have got to come back. And what happens? These coaches with an ego think it's, as I say, they think the students are coming back because of them. These coaches with an ego then go into their own coaching business with that same attitude, and wonder why people and they wonder why people leave their coaching schools as fast as they come into their coaching schools. I will tell you now, if you've got a big ego, you will have no chance of succeeding in your own soccer coaching business. And if you do this next, I will guarantee, okay, 95% of your competition will not be doing this. You need to put people first. If you put your customers first, and it's not just your students as well, it's if you're coaching younger children, it's the parents, because there's a lot of coaches, they don't have any time for the parents. Now look, I get it. I know parents can be a pain in the arse, okay, but again, as long as you do it in the right way, you say to, and again, this is what I teach as well. Hey, I teach my goalkeeping coaches and my soccer coaches how to speak to parents properly. And basically what we say to parents, hey, listen, we're here to help, we're here to help your child. We're here to also help and advise you. Listen, we're not here to jump through hoops for you. We'll help and advise you to the best of our abilities, but don't think for 1 minute, you can dictate to ourselves just because you're paying ourselves, just because you're paying us. So we let the parents know that we're there for them, but we let them know, hey, listen, don't think we're jumping through hoops for you. So it's not about being subservient to your parents or to your students, but it is about putting your students first, and also the parents of your students as well. And if you do this, I assure you, your students will love you. You will be the winner in your territory, in your area, and I will guarantee this will leave you to dominate your area or your state or even your country. Okay, just by putting people first. And because honestly, 95% of coaches don't do that, because they think it's all about them making their session look good. It's nothing, honestly, nothing about making your session look good whatsoever. Now, I know those 3 secrets that I've told you might seem basic, but 95% of soccer coaches don't do it, or they don't do it consistently well. That's why 95% of coaches fail in their own soccer coaching business, and that's why nearly 100% of the soccer coaches and goalkeeping coaches that I've helped over the past 10, 15 years now, whatever it is. That's why I would say it's in the high 90% of coaches who I've helped go on to be a big success. Hey, listen, I can't help everybody. Some coaches, they can't help themselves. But if a coach listens and acts on my advice, they will earn an income in their coaching business. Now, if you just got onto what I've just said there, you should be really excited, because honestly, as basic as what I've just told you, 95% of coaches won't be doing what I've just said. So if you do that in your soccer coaching academy business, honestly, you'll be ahead of 95% of coaches. Period. Now look, I'm not too sure why you've come here today for this video, whether or not you're already established and you want to get some tips from me. That's fine, not a problem. If you're a fellow coach, please reach out to me, and it'd be great to, always good to speak to fellow coaches. Whether or not you've come for more help and advice, or whether or not, as I say, you've just started out in your own coaching business, and you want to do things yourself. It's going to be a rough ride. You're going to have it's going to be you're going to have your ups and downs, and maybe you want to do it my way. You might want to fail your way to success. That's fine, not a problem. However, if you've already tried your own soccer coaching business and you failed, or you want to start your own soccer coaching business and you know that you will struggle doing business on your own, you might be like the majority of soccer coaches that come to me and say, "Hey Ray, listen, I know that I'm very good as a soccer coach or a goalkeeping coach, but I really struggle in business. What I'm looking for is someone to help me, to give me the shortcut to success, to get me from A to B as fast as possible. Look, I really want someone to hold me by the hand and get me to my destination very quickly. I want someone to get me through the maze of, understanding how to create websites, how to do social media correctly, how to set up businesses properly, how to find students, more importantly, how to keep students. What I'm more than happy to do is give you my proven system that has took me nearly 20 years to develop, and it's helped me personally make millions of dollars for myself, and it's helped many, many, many coaches earn more than a full-time income with myself. I'm more than happy to show you all my secrets on how you can be a success, how you can have the shortcut to success. Put my teeth back in, sorry. So you can have the shortcut to success, developing your own soccer coaching business. Now, look, I've no doubt if you want to do it yourself and you want to fail your way to success, hey, listen, you could definitely get a business off the ground in 18 months to maybe 2 years. However, if you listen to what I teach, you can have a successful business off the ground very comfortably within 3 to 6 months. I've done it with hundreds, probably as I keep saying, probably thousands of coaches all over the world now for many, many years. But what I've now done is I've now developed an 8-week program, and that's to help you become a hero in your area, to help you become an authority as a sport, as a soccer coach, or a goalkeeping coach. Now, what this program is all about is basically is how to help soccer coaches earn a six-figure income in their own soccer coaching business. Now, again, it's going to be different. Some coaches will earn a lot more than a six-figure income. Some coaches will not earn a six-figure income because some coaches will obviously put more effort in than the others. But if you work closely with myself and the other coach entrepreneurs that I deal with, there's no reason whatsoever why you cannot earn a six-figure income in your soccer coach business as long as you put the effort in. Now, even though this is an 8-week program, which I'll explain in a moment, what will happen is with this program, I will give you lifetime access to my sports coach membership mastermind website, which I'll show you that in a moment. I'll also give you access to my bi-weekly group coaching. So every other week, I get on a live call with soccer coaches and goalkeeping coaches all over the world, and we speak about our techniques, how we build our businesses. To me, this is absolutely gold dust. And if you speak to any of the coaches that are involved in this weekly group coaching, they will tell you it's absolutely gold dust, because not only do you get to learn from my experiences, but also as well, you also get to bounce off and get the experiences of other coaches who are also developing their business. As I say, absolute gold dust. And I will guarantee you'll be on one group coaching call 1 week, and someone will ask a question and you go, wow, what a fantastic question that is. And myself and the group will give the answer, because it's not just myself that gives the answers. I allow the group to also put their 2 pence in as well. So not only do you think, wow, what a fantastic question that is, you also get the answer. So something that you might not have thought of just by being on this coaching call, you'll get some fantastic ideas you'll implement into your business that'll help you basically become more successful and earn more money. Also as well, you get your questions answered anytime, and it will be me that will personally get back to you. So you'll have access to my email, to my WhatsApp. Okay, so any questions that you've got, you can email or WhatsApp anytime, and I generally get back within a few hours. I always ask everyone to try and wait for the bi-weekly group coaching, because again, as I said, if you ask a question, everyone gets the benefit from the answer. But sometimes, you need a question, you might be going to, secure a venue, and you need to speak to me. You need an answer pretty quickly. So again, that's, you can use those services to get your questions answered anytime. I'll also help you get your website live. Okay, so if you've not got a website, I'll make sure that you'll get your coaching website live. I'll make sure your coaching website, is going to be a coaching website that is going to bring you in business. The last people you want to be listening to is web developers, okay, because they'll make you a fancy looking website, charge you a fortune, and it will not get anyone interested. You've got to do your website in a certain way, so I'll help you get your website live. If you've already got a website, I'll actually look at your website and see where we can fine tune it as well. I'll also help you get your first customer, okay, so if you're new, I'll guarantee I'll help you get your first customer as long as you act on my advice. If you've already got a coaching business, I will also show you how to get more customers. Now, I'm now going to just show you, this is gold dust what I'm going to show you now, okay? So this is the main reason why I've put this program together. And to me, there's no coach globally has put something together like this, okay? Which I'm going to go through it now. Okay, so what this is the mastermind group for the coaches. Obviously, there's me looking a bit weird. Okay, looks like I fell asleep there, and this is over 80 hours worth of videos. So basically, each one of these here, like this introduction, just ask. Each one of these is a video. Obviously, it's in sections. Each video is anywhere between 5 and 20 minutes long. So I'll just click this one for example. I'll just let it play. So obviously, you click it. Okay. Okay, so a bit of sound effects there. Obviously, there's the intro. You should see me coming on. Now, I like to do everything on a whiteboard because I like to do things I think off the cuff, so to speak. So everything's on a whiteboard, as you can see there, because I think that's the best way for me to get my message across. Obviously, this one here is on your sports mindset. This is about getting all your mindset right to become a coach. It's about thinking big. If you don't get your mindset right as a coach, forget being a success as a coach. Seriously, as I say, nobody is teaching this. This is 80 hours, and this shows you exactly how I've made millions of dollars over the years as a coach, and also how I've helped hundreds and thousands of other coaches emulate my success. So as you can see here, it's pretty intense. There's a lot of videos. And I'll be adding more and more to the videos as well. I'll be showing you how to sustain your business, how to market your business, how to find venues. Look, this one's important. Your online presence, so important. If you've not got an online presence, forget about having your own coaching business. Your online presence is so important. That goes back to what I said before about being an authority. Again, so it just goes through absolutely everything that I did to become to have my success as a coach, which is now in 30 plus countries. And as I keep saying, no soccer coach globally has put anything like this together. This took me nearly 12 months to put together. And also as well, this has actually been independently valued. My system has been independently valued at over $20,000. Now, this is not just me saying this, okay? This is someone independent valuing this system at $20,000. Now, look, don't panic. I'm not going to be asking for $20,000, okay? But just to give you an idea, that's how much it's being valued. Now, if you're interested to obviously get involved in my program, as well as getting that mastermind membership website that I've just shown you, that is just worth its weight in gold, full stop, okay? But I'm going to give you some more bonuses, okay? So if you decide to join my program, okay, bonus number one, I'll give you a 30-minute strategy call valued at $500. And what will happen then is before you even start your coaching business, I will sit down with you over the phone, whether we do it by Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook, so I'll speak to you. We don't have to be face-to-face. We can do it over the phone. And I will show you how to make sure that you get your business off the ground correctly. If you've already got a business off the ground, I will sit down with you again and we'll put a game plan how we can obviously take your business to the next level. Bonus number two is I will advise you on your website strategy, whether you're getting a website off the ground or whether or not you've got a website already. I will show you how to get a website that will convert people into customers, okay? Please trust me on this. Don't go to a web developer. It's not about having your website looking pretty. It's about having your website creating results for you. So important. Bonus number 3, I'll help you pick your brand name. I know some of you might have this already. One of the massive mistakes coaches make is they actually, for like my name's Ray Newland, for example. You get coaches who've had a bit of a career, and they'll say like the Ray Newland's coaching schools, for example. I'm not going to go into it now. That is the biggest mistake you can ever make, seriously. So you need to pick a correct brand name. That's something that I can help you with as well. Also, bonus number 4, I'll give you a signed copy of my book, Sportspreneurs, How to Win in Life Using a Sports Mindset. I've sold that now in, I think, 20 plus countries. The value for that, priceless. Obviously, I'm only joking, but it is, that will help you get your mindset right to success. So not only are you going to get those bonuses, don't forget as well, you're going to get full access to my mastermind membership site. Okay, over 80 videos worth its weight in gold. As I say, that all that information in that website, as I say, has helped me make millions of dollars for myself, and it's helped me help coaches all over the world earn more than a full-time income for themselves. You'll get the bi-weekly group coaching, which is absolutely priceless. You'll get all your questions answered anytime if you get stuck. I will help you get your website live, or I'll improve your current website. I'll help you get your first customer if you're new, or I'll help you get more customers if you're established. And I will actually guarantee your success as long as you act on my advice. So the whole total value for that is over $22,000. And this program is designed for one reason and one reason only, is to help you become a winner in your area as a soccer coach or a goalkeeping coach. Now, I know the $1 million question is, okay, I've nearly finished now, is, okay, Ray, I'm interested. How much? Okay, now I'm not going to beat about the bush and say, oh, it should be this, and I'm going to knock it down. This has been generally valued at $22,000, okay, but you can actually have it today for $899 if you want to pay in one payment. There's a link below if you want to do that. However, if it makes it easy for yourself, you'll have 2 payments of $497. Again, the website link is below. Also, what I will do is I will guarantee this price for 7 days, okay? So again, if you've been on sort of similar training videos like this before, normally the speaker at this stage will say, hey, if you don't buy today, you've lost this deal forever. I'm not going to do any of that crap whatsoever. Normally when people try to pressurize you into buying something pretty quickly, that's because what they're selling you is a load of crap. I know what you're getting here is complete and utter for $899. I'll explain why I'm doing this in a moment, okay? Because there's a reason why I am giving a $22,000 system away for less than $1,000. I'll explain why that in a moment. But because I believe this can really, really help you succeed, I'm going to guarantee this price for 7 days. So what you can do, if you're not 100% sure whether you want to get it now, go away, go and do some due diligence on myself. Go to Google, type in Ray Newland, and you will see that I'm doing a lot of fantastic things for people all over the world. And in fact, at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you all my websites so you can go and check me out. So I'm very much real. I'm still walking my talk to this day. You'll see me all over social media, all over Facebook, all over YouTube. Okay. So again, if this excites you, but obviously you don't know me well enough now, to make your purchase, don't worry. You've got a 7-day guarantee. Go and do your due diligence on myself, and obviously, come back once you've done your due diligence, so to speak. Also, as well, drop me an email. I'm more than happy to have a chat to you. So, okay, so you might be thinking, okay, Dave, what's the catch? Okay, why am I getting a $22,000 system? Okay, for less than $1,000? And the reason being is I want you. Okay. I've got a goalkeeping coaching franchise called Just for Keepers. I'm also going to be starting my outfielding franchise again. It's completely free of charge to join my franchises, and the monthly payments are embarrassingly low. Now, what I'm hoping was going to happen is if you get involved with this program, how good my videos are and how successful you're becoming, that you will want to join me in my ventures. So that means you'll work even closer with myself. You'll come under the banner of Just for Keepers and the outfielding side of things that I'm going to be doing. You'll be plugged into my network of international coaches all over the world. So I'm doing this to try to bribe you into joining me with what I'm doing. Now, look, if you don't want to, if I help you become a success and you go, hey Ray, listen, I've got my name now, I want to do things myself, it's fine, not a problem. You know, I'm not going to take it away from you. You would have learned all the information anyway to go and become a success. I'll still be friends. You know, I'm not going to fall out with you. You know, it'd still be good to keep in contact with yourself. You know, so you're not obligated to join to join me with what I'm doing. I'm just hoping when you see what I do, the value that I give you, is that you will just jump on board with what I'm doing. It will be completely free of charge to get involved, and the monthly payments are very, very, very low. Okay, so that's the reason why you're getting a $22,000 system for less than $1,000 for this 8-week program. So just a quick recap. Okay, so this is an 8-week program. Now, even though it's an 8-week program, so when I say it's an 8-week program, that means is that you'll get me for 8 weeks. You'll get full access to the membership website, by the way, so I'm not going to switch that off after 8 weeks. Okay, so you'll have that for life, and I'm always going to be updating that. However, you will only have me for 8 weeks. Okay, so you'll have the bi-weekly group coaching. Okay, you'll have that for 8 weeks. You get all your questions answered for 8 weeks. I'll help you obviously get your website live. I'll help you get your first customer or expand your customer or make your website better. And I will guarantee your success if you act on my advice, or I will guarantee I will help you expand your business, again, if you obviously act on my advice. You'll also get your 30-minute strategy call. I will advise you on your website. I'll help you pick your brand name. You'll get a signed copy of my book, plus my guarantee you will win clients before you finish my 8-week program. Seriously, if you're new, okay, so if you're new and you start off your coaching business with myself, by the time you finish my 8-week program, as long as you, I keep saying this, as long as you listen to my advice, I will give you the shortcut to success, and I will help you get your first customer before you've even finished my program, or I'll help you get more students before you finish my program. So that's my no-brainer guarantee, and as promised, I'd like you to do your due diligence on myself. So here's just a few of my websites. I've got goalkeeperglovesforsale.com. That's an e-commerce website that I've got. Also as well, I actually teach coaches how to make a 6-figure income with their own e-commerce website. If you're interested in that, there's a website called yoursportswebsite.com. Again, drop me an email if you need more information on that, but that's called Your Sports. It's yoursportwebsite.com. It's either sports or sports, so it's yoursportwebsite.com. So again, check out goalkeeperglovesforsale.com. Justforkeepers.net, that's my goalkeeping coaching business. You'll see Just for Keepers in 31 countries. There's my Wikipedia page, there's my Facebook page, my Twitter page. So go and do your due diligence on myself, okay? So you'll see that I am very much real. I am still walking my talk, and I've helped coaches all over the world achieve more than a full-time income working part-time hours. So there you go. It's a total value of my system that's helped me generate millions of dollars over the years, not just for me, but I've also helped, as I keep saying, many coaches earn hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, I've helped coaches earn more than a full-time income in their own businesses. You're getting a system for $22,000, but you'll only pay $899 if you want to get it today. Or if it makes it easier, if you want to break it up into 2 payments, it's 2 payments of $497. And remember, you've got my guarantee. You know, if you're excited about this, but again, you don't trust me enough, you know, because obviously you might have only just heard about me. I get that. I'd be exactly the same. So I'm giving you 7 days to go and do your due diligence on myself. And then obviously, you know, you can come back and, you know, go to that link below. Yeah, you know, what was it? Yeah, and just book onto the program. I look forward to helping you. So I'm going to leave you now. This is the last slide. I'm going to leave you just with what you get. I'm just going to leave this on now for a few minutes. But as I say, yep, you know, I really do. If you're a soccer coach or a goalkeeping coach and you generally want to earn, you know, a full-time income working part-time hours. Now, you've heard me say that, by the way, a few times now, you know, earning a full-time income working part-time hours. What I mean by that is, if you know how to set up a system properly, like I will teach you, what'll happen is once your business is off the ground, now don't get me wrong, it does take time to get your business off the ground. It's not going to happen overnight. But once your business is off the ground, as long as you listen to my advice, and the way I've set everything up, it's like a system that works on autopilot. So once you set up all your coaching business, once you set up all your venues, what happens then is you really should not be working more than 20 hours a week. Honestly, myself and the coaches that I've helped build big businesses. Now listen, don't get me wrong, in the early days we had to put the hard work in, okay, but once everything was established, I do not know one soccer coach or one goalkeeper coach who I've helped and have now got a big business and they're doing more than 20 hours per week, okay, because of the way, because of the system, what I teach, okay. So that's why I keep saying I can help you earn a full-time income working part-time hours. But I do stress, in the early days you will not be working part-time hours, you'll have to put the effort in, but once you are established, okay, you will be working part-time hours, okay. So that's me finished. Again, as I say, I hope you enjoyed the free video, you know, as I say, and I hope you see the value that you're getting a $22,000 system. And as I say, remember, this is not me that's just quoting this. This has been independently valued at $22,000, and you're getting that for less than $1,000 today. So I hope you see the value in that. I hope you see the importance of having your own soccer academy, because you need. I honestly believe every soccer coach should be, if they want long-term success and long-term security, to earn income as a coach, you've got to have your own business. Even listen, honestly, even if you don't do anything with me, I won't be offended. But do yourself a favor, go and start your own business, your own coaching business. It'll be the best decision you'll ever make. Look, my hobby's talking. I'm going to love you and leave you, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully in my 8-week program, and I look forward to toasting your success one day. All the best.